Hey guys, Crazypostman here. So over the last week, Terramow has sent out some updates to their robot, and they have implemented some really awesome new features. Now some of those things were really needed, like a manual way to connect one zone to another zone. They had the automatic way with the little zone division marker things, but you know, some people had longer distances between their zones. Like this is my front yard zone, and it would need to come all the way from the backyard, and that just wouldn't be plausible automatically because it would need to drive down the driveway for a long direction and then cross over into the front yard. And you know, that was just not very doable through the automatic situation. So now they've added a manual way to do this, which is quite awesome and something that was needed. Duck's being a really good boy. I got the gate open, but he knows he's not allowed to come out of the backyard.
So before we get started here, I thought I should back up, and first let's go over what the update was. So you can see I went from 151 to 208. And that consisted of manual multi-zone setup, custom mowing areas, grass cutting zone, detailed customization, more language support, more functions in the Terramow app. So let's go ahead and hit the download button. It warns us here that we need Wi-Fi, battery, and the unit has to, of course, be turned on. So once it gets done updating, it will go offline and reboot. You'll get a notification that says it has been updated when it's successful. One of the most anticipated features of this new update is the live video viewing functionality. Now, this screen recording doesn't really do it complete justice. This picture looks excellent when you're viewing it on your phone, much better than other robot lawnmower live views that seem very compressed and pixelated. This one actually seems like it's HD. You saw me take a screen grab there because I was so impressed with this video quality. I had to share a picture of this and talk about it on another website. But yeah, looking at the video here, you can see Terramow just doing its thing, going back and forth in my yard. And you're going to see here, I screen recorded the whole 2-hour mowing, and I never had one drop out or one error. Now, I had a few times my phone had a problem, but this Terramow had no problem streaming the entire mowing session to my phone. So we will fast forward it here, and there's a few things I want to talk about later on in this recording. It's my mower, Elon Musk.
You named it Elon Musk?
Yeah, E-Lawn Musk.
Oh my God.
I thought I would throw that in there. I showed one of my coworkers the screen while the robot was mowing, and he kind of liked the name of my mower. I thought it was pretty cheeky. But looking here, I just wanted to show you this real quick. You see this big weed? It won't mow it. It turns away from it because I guess it thinks it is a flower. So that's an interesting situation. Now, there is a thing in the app where you can say this is a mowing area and it'll mow there no matter what. But I just went ahead and attacked that weed with the string trimmer, and hopefully it will keep it at bay now that it knows it can mow over there. So in this section of the recording, the robot has finished the main mowing area. Now it is just going back around, getting as close as it can to the edges to hopefully get most of the edge taken care of so you have as little as possible to string trim. So I haven't had a chance to make this video yet, but a few days later I got another update. So now we're going from 208 to 222. So now I wanted to show you one of the most awesome new features of the new software. So you can see we're looking here at the main screen. The Terramow robot is on the dock charging. So we can go to the camera, and now it's loading into the camera. So you can see I'm obviously sitting here on the dock. We're looking at the back of the charger base. Now you see these two options up here in the top right corner, and one of them looks like a remote control. Let's go ahead and hit that button. So now I have full control over the robot. Even though I am not near the robot, this is going through the Wi-Fi, not the Bluetooth. So we can back out of the charger and I can drive around my yard wherever I want with this robot. So here is the yard. You can see my neighbor's house. And say I want to go over here and look out the gate to see if there's something going on this side of my house. That's all I got to do is drive in this direction. Now remember, I'm not anywhere near this mower right now. I can drive wherever I want in my yard, and I can go over here and see what is going on. There is a truck out there. I can see into my front yard. Now obviously, if I could magically open this gate, I could continue driving on into my front yard, and that would be freaking sweet. We're done goofing around. I'm going to return the robot to the charging station. Now you don't have to drive it manually to the station. You can go back to your map view, and as long as you're in your mapped area and it's going to know where it is, you can just hit go home. But I think it's fun manually driving it back to the charging station. Alright, that looks pretty straight. So let's inch in here. Yeah, this is going to be perfect. And we're going to plug in. Boom, plugged in. And as soon as you hit the charger, the feed cuts off. So I guess that's how you know you hit the charger and it's charging, because your live feed goes away. That is a freaking cool feature, guys.
I'm going to join you in the backyard, and we're going to try to connect my backyard zone with my front yard zone. Of course, I can mow the front yard on spot mow, and it has been doing a great job, but it'll be so nice to finally get them officially connected together. Okay, so here we are on the main screen, and let's click on the map. So here you can see the backyard of my house. And what we want to do with the new update, it allows us to add my front yard with a connecting pathway. I've previously just been mowing my front yard with spot mow, so now I'll actually be able to add it to my app with this new update. So what we want to do is go to this sandwich menu, and then we're going to go to Create Multizone Pathway. And now it's going to give us a video to watch. You have a start point. It's going to look around. You drive, and then you set a stop point, and it's going to look around. So first we need to start remote control, because we're not where we need to be. And if you see, they've changed the way the remote control works, possibly from feedback. Maybe they already had this in the plans, but now the left peg is forward and reverse, and the right peg is left and right. And I personally think this is the better way to do it, but I was getting used to the other way, so either way is okay, but I think I prefer this way. Here's going to be the start point of our pathway. Now I need to open the gate, obviously. When I hit set as start point, it's going to take a 360-degree picture of the area. There it goes. I'm going to stay behind it so it doesn't ever see me. I don't know that that matters. Where are you going? Did I do something wrong here? Location successful. Okay, so now it's telling me to start multi-zone pathway mode. So I guess it just needed to determine exactly where in the yard it was. So here we go. What we're gonna do, we're gonna say set as start point. Now I'm just gonna drive it to the next little zone.
Editor Crazypostman here, so you can see I'm trying to move the sticks, but the Terramow is just not moving, and it was really starting to confuse me.
Okay.
So then I tried to
set a start point.
Hit the start point button again, and it goes through its whole search process for a second time.
Oh, it's doing it again. It said start point successful. So now I need to control it. So we need to start remote control. And I need to drive it to the next lawn. Except it's not driving. Look, I'm hitting the buttons. It won't go. So now I'm kind of confused at what's happening here. You can see I'm trying to hit the control forward and nothing is happening. So it seems another update may be needed for this multi-zone mode. Let's get out of here and try to restart it. Set start point. Okay, it's doing the start point turns.
Location successful. Endpoint set successfully. Starting multi-zone pathway mode.
Okay, it says it's starting multi-zone pathway mode. So now we need to drive the mower. And the arrows aren't working again. So there is something wrong here, unfortunately. The arrows aren't doing anything. I've hit the set as start point button several times. So just so you can see me actually pushing the button, it's just not doing anything. So unfortunately, we are gonna have to not show the multi-zone pathway on this update. I will be eagerly waiting a new update to be able to show y'all. Now for the meantime, it obviously still mows. There's nothing wrong physically with the mower. It will continue mowing the backyard, and it will continue mowing the front yard just on spot mode, unfortunately. But, you know, I do want to thank Terramow for taking suggestions into consideration and their eagerness on putting out updates. You know, unfortunately, this one didn't work. Hopefully, they will get this patched up, and I will be able to put out an update soon showing the multi-zone pathways. There's one more thing I'm going to try, and that is, with most electronics, if something's not working right, you turn it off and then turn it back on. So we got it turned off here. Gonna wait a few seconds and then we're gonna turn it back on. Let it boot back up. So that's going to bring an end to today's video. Keep watching my channel and I will let y'all know when I get the next update and we will try it again. Thanks for watching.